Candidato a 9 candidature ai premi Oscar e ben 8 ai Golden Globe, Gli Spiriti dell'isola di Martin McDonagh arriva al cinema e racconta nello scenario della guerra civile irlandese del 1923 l'amicizia finita su di un'isola tra il violinista Colm e l'umile mandriano Podrick. La brusca interruzione del rapporto lascia Podrick completamente frastornato dagli eventi che si andranno a susseguire lungo un film carico di cinismo, black humor e soprattutto quella scrittura fine, elegante e tagliente tipica del regista McDonagh. In occasione dell'uscita in sala abbiamo intervistato uno dei personaggi migliori di questa pellicola che si offre a diversi spunti interpretativi, Kerry Condon, che interpreta il ruolo della sorella di Podrick, Siobhan. Il tuo personaggio ci fa riflettere su quanto sia importante ma difficile la scelta di partire, andare via dalla propria terra natale per crescere e fare le proprie esperienze. Podrick invece, il personaggio di Colin Farrell, il tuo fratello, non la pensa allo stesso modo ed infatti decide di restare, come poi fanno anche tante persone nella vita reale. Secondo te cos'è più difficile? Andare o restare?
I've always kind of wanted to travel and be sort of global, and I've always thought in that bigger frame of mind. Well, I traveled quite a lot as a kid. My mother was big into taking us to different countries as children. So, but it is very hard to leave because I think there's a part of you that feels that it's a criticism or a judgment on where you've come from and the people that you're surrounded with, that you're leaving them for something better, which isn't really the case. It was really just a want to travel and a want to try new things. But yeah, I would be aware of the fact that it might come across as, maybe hard for the people that you're leaving behind.
Il film gioca molto con l'ambiguità della parola banshees, spirito. Potrebbe essere tanto qualcosa di reale, come la donna che vediamo interagire costantemente col tuo personaggio, oppure qualcosa di più metaforico, astratto, che fa riferimento ai nostri demoni interiori, ai nostri rimorsi e rimpianti. Secondo te, all'interno del film e anche un po' in generale, cosa sono le banshees?
I don't in real folk, like I don't think they're real, in a sense. There's not banshees screaming all around Ireland every time someone's going to die, but I do like the whole Irish folklore and all the mysticism of Ireland, and there's something slightly eerie and dark about banshees that I kind of find intriguing and interesting. So I think in the movie, it's just a way of Martin sort of, for the storyline, because she does say something is going to happen, keeps the audience sort of interested that like, oh, is that going to happen? And if it is, who's it going to be? And so I think it's just using it as a way of for storytelling, really, but it's not real. There's also, though, do you know the bit when I'm leaving and I'm waving at Porrig and he's on the cliff, and in the background there's somebody else on the cliff also. This person you can see in the background of Porrig, and that I think is the banshee sort of, and that's why I think Siobhan feels a little bit nervous of what's going to happen to Porrig at that moment, because I feel like that's like alluding to the banshee being on the cliff at that time.
Il film ci fa riflettere anche sulle conseguenze della guerra, la divisione fra persone, amici, fratelli, e alla fine sembra quasi che i personaggi di quest'isola fittizia siano solo persone piene di rabbia, sole, influenzate dalle leggende popolari, isolate e terrorizzati da una vita che si potrebbe tradurre unicamente nell'aspettativa quotidiana della morte. Quindi, secondo te, è vero oppure no?
I think, like, for me personally, I feel that the expectation of death sort of liberates me in my own life, because I feel very much that I know that I only have a short amount of time. I'm very aware that I'm going to die. I know that seems, morbid to some people, which is crazy to me, because it's like, it's not morbid because it's actually going to happen. And so I feel that it sort of frees me up to kind of really go for things in my life, because I know I just have like one chance or whatever. But in that time, I don't know, like, I feel like it was almost a burden to feel that way. Like Colm's character is aware of his mortality and aware, but yet is kind of depression, sort of, there's a want to die also. So it's a kind of a contradiction. Like, while you know that your life is short and you want to make it meaningful, you do get the impression that him and Siobhan have depression, or have suffered from bouts of depression, where they feel like the only escape would be to die, really, or wanting to just end their sad thoughts. So I feel like that's probably what's going on in the movie at that time. And I don't know, in terms of the Civil War, if that was the feeling at the time. I think they were more concerned with if they were right or wrong and whose side that you were on, as opposed to their mortality, maybe.